Boom, 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 boom. Hold on.
Sterling.
Wait a minute.
Done and done.
Okay, good. Yeah. Toilet facilities. Yeah, I like those. Hey, Pliskin, Snaky. One more. What the hell? I went to the convenience store and I happened to find myself some brewskis. What? We're going to do it cold. Cold meaning I haven't watched it yet. This is Jubilee. Remember Jubilee with the incels and all that other bullshit? They put out this is like middle ground stuff. It's pretty good. So let's jump right in and see what we can find today. Go buy a Sterling.
If I'm gonna get
what the hell? Come on now, get back to the beginning. All right, there we go. Ooh,
abortion is murder, and I still support it.
well, of course I do, because if I can't murder my child, I can't get me a nice career, my job and shit. I ain't gonna worry about or birth control. That ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing.
3, 2, 1.
Right? Disagree. Okay.
I don't want to get flamed for this, but I have a rationale.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
What if you could speak your mind without fear of judgment?
Oh. Wait a minute.
We brought together 7 strangers.
This is on YouTube? What? Oh, I guess you're on the Susan good list.
Protected their identities. And
You're not going to get a lump of coal in your stocking this year, baby. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna get like candy corn.
created a space for them to be completely honest.
All right.
What will be revealed when they take the mask off?
Oh. All right.
I have slut
shamed someone. I've used my sexuality for personal gain. Not all women should be believed. Canceling men is necessary for progress. Abortion is murder. I still support it. I tried. Future isn't female. Oh, okay. This might be interesting.
slut shamed someone.
All right. They do have good audio, though. It's pretty good. Okay.
Hell yeah, I have. I mean, I probably did it last week. You know what I mean? Like, I think I don't do it to people's faces, but like, misogyny runs so deep.
Excuse me. Most of the slut shaming that goes on with women is between women. I know. Obviously, they're suffering from internal misogyny and patriarchy or something.
I'm gonna think bad things about a girl that's prettier than me. I'm gonna like, a slut. I'm gonna think that.
That's kind of been my experience with girls. Oh, you don't want to go out with Janie over here. She's a slut.
To Catholic school, so we were forced to sign chastity cards, like physical cards. We had the whole presentations where they literally would like wrap a present and then like rip it apart and kick it and be like, this is what happens when you have sex before marriage. And like, I was definitely kind of to some of my like first friends who had been like having sex for a while or whatever.
I went to Catholic school. They never made us do that. Obviously, you're a man. It was only the girls that had to put up with that. Stone Reaper is here. Hello. Stone Reaper, good to see you. Yellow Fever Patrol, Unit 96. Hello. Like left, like right, whatever you want. Yeah, I put the link in the description, so if you want to go watch the video yourself without hearing me babble on and spew a bunch of words, good. Go there. It'll be fun. All right, let's go.
It's definitely partially a product of like religion and the way that this whole country is tied into Protestantism and everything as well.
Or maybe men just prefer women who don't fuck around all the time. Little bit of a hoe phase, college, got a couple body counts, 3. Okay. Now, why would women slut shame other women? Is there any ideas out there in the audience? Well, maybe they're trying to get a one-up on someone to get the quarterback in bed. Have you thought about that? Women would never do that. They're angels. They're snowflakes. They're perfect princesses. Why would you say that you're evil? Suppose that's ever happened. Where, the quarterback's hot, girls want him, and, oh, you don't want to go out with Janie. She's a hoe. No. It's the patriarchy, obviously.
When I was in the 8th grade, there was this girl, my friend group, they would slut shame her because she was always like hypersexual. And once me and her got close, I found out that she was sexually assaulted. And so, ever since she told me.
That's terrible. That's awful. Brandon wants to come in. You want to come in? All right. Let's play a little bit more, then I'll put the link in. Yes, I'm back. What can I do? Oh, you want to do laundry and do dishes, Hamster? Or you want to find a bitch that'll do it for you? Kidding. Just gotta.
In her story, I stopped slut shaming. Even if I don't agree with what someone is doing, I just say that is their business and they will take it up with God on their judgment day. It don't got nothing to do with me.
Okay. All right.
I've used my sexuality for personal gain.
Well. Let's see now. It depends on how you define personal gain. Does it mean free drinks and meals and free concerts, free movies? Maybe OF. Who knows? All right, let's see. Oh,
Listen,
okay.
If I'm gonna be oppressed for it, I'm gonna use it to my advantage when I want to. Like, it's something that is unavoidable.
Oh,
Okay, I think I misunderstood the question. Okay, so I like your answer. I'm gonna flip it. Oh, good. I was like, okay, got it. All right.
okay.
My whole life I felt like I was sexualized, and I was an early bloomer too. So I felt like I was.
Excuse me. Were you sexualized by men you weren't attracted to, or boys in this case? If you're a young bloomer, 13, 14, whatever. Was it boys that you didn't like that you call sexualizing you? And the ones that you did like, they were just cute. They were flirty. They're exciting. They're the quarterback of the team.
Constantly sexualized as a child. And
Just wondering. How would that work out, you think? Yeah? Am I on the right track? Maybe.
got like past like losing my virginity and then being groomed and then being assaulted, and I got to the age where I was like, that's so f***ed up.
That's terrible. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's awful. And I mean that sincerely. No child should have to put up with that shit. 100% agree.
It was kind of like a revelation for myself, being like, if it's what'll get me like what I need, I'll use it.
Yeah. Like if I'm gonna get catcalled, I might as well get something out of it.
Like not monetary personal gain, but internal personal gain. Yeah.
Okay. Internal personal gain. All right. Yeah, I mean, man, kids that are abused in that way, man, that's fucked up. But don't worry. What we're talking about with the alphabet mafia, that's not child abuse. Stop it. No. You have to, you got to get into a different swim lane. It has nothing to do with anything that might start with a PEDO. No. It's minor attractive people. It's a whole different ballgame. No, you're not taking advantage of children. No, not at all. Right? Am I in the ballpark? Do we have a home run?
Like fitting in, getting positive reinforcement, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I still feed into the insecurity of, if I'm not getting that, like, what am I worth?
I mean, the thing with young girls, I'm not saying it's right, but I mean, it wasn't that long ago, right? I was in, 10th grade, or not 10th grade, like 5th grade or 6th grade. How could you not notice that the girls that you hung out with and, chased frogs with and all this shit, they're growing tits? It's like, whoa, what's going on there? I mean, excuse me. I remember one summer, I think I was 15. I grew like 10 inches in one summer, like that. It's like, what the fuck? I was in church, right? Yes, I was being a bad Catholic. And I was standing in there, in the pews with the mother and the family, whatever. And I get up to say the prayer. And it's like, whoa, I can see above everybody in here. What when did this happen? Like last year, I was like shorter than everybody. It's crazy. So yeah, it's got to be a big change, for younger women, teens, whatever, tweens, whatever they call them, to 13-year-old. They start growing tits and they get an ass. Yeah, I can understand they're going to get a lot of attention from, especially their classmates, but probably other men. I get it. I'm with you.
And I feel like that's very dangerous. I'll be, getting dressed for a night out or to go out. And I'm like, why am I wanting to dress a certain way?
Why are you wanting to dress in a certain way? Now, the standard feminist line would be simple. You're dressing up for yourself to make you feel better, to bring your self-esteem up, all of this other crap. When in fact, we know the reason you're dressing up is to get the attention of men. Why is this such a horrible thing for women to admit? Yes, I get dressed up sexy because I want to attract dudes or women, whatever your preference is. I mean, people have said it a wonderful way. It's like, well, if wearing high heels makes you feel better and wearing this stuff, and I'm not knocking it. I mean, I'm saying, hey, how you doing? Why don't you do that at home? What do you wear at home? Do you wear high heels at home and leggings, bare midriff? You don't. So why wouldn't it work to make you feel better at home? Yet you don't do it. That's interesting. I wonder if there's something to do with that whole other people giving you attention thing. I know.
What kind of attention do I really want to get?
Not all women should be believed.
Okay, this will be good.
Oh, hear me out. Okay, I'm going to start
We have two that disagree with this. Well, okay, one.
here
One.
and then figure out if I change it later.
Okay. Okay.
I rethought this.
I think that the first thing that jumped into my head that made me go with, I agree with this is all those stupid ass white women that call the cops irresponsibly and without reason and stuff like that. That's sort of where my logic went in on this.
Okay.
Not so much regarding SA and stuff like that, because I would support any woman in that, even if.
How many stupid ass white women call the cops for no reason? Curious. Where's the equation for that? You're calling the cops for no reason? What are you talking about? I'm not sure I understand the comment, but again, this is cold, and that's the way it works when you don't preview the stream. Yeah, it had to be Brandon Trueblood, of course. Yeah, I didn't say where I grew the 10 inches, did I? No, what are you saying? No, it's true. I think 14 to 15, I was, maybe 5 feet, just a kind of a fat little bastard. Yeah, and the next summer I was like 5'10 and a half, 5'11. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So, thank you, Mom, for feeding me food so I can get my growth spurt and just slay all those bitches.
She's lying, I'm still gonna believe her.
I feel like there's a line. Obviously, believe all women when it comes to, sexual assault. But then there's the line that knowing that people are bad. There are people who want to do harm.
Yep.
And if they're a woman, then it sucks. I guess why I went with this is to say, not immediately saying no right away, and to be like, okay, here we are. This happened. Let's talk about it.
I mean, there's no question. Unfortunately, women are assaulted in this country and other countries around. Nobody denies this. But in our legal system in the United States, you've got to have proof. If you want to bring charges against a man who did something bad to you, hey, I'm all for you. If there's a problem with women afraid to report to the police because there's a bunch of evil white men, okay, let's take care of that. Let's get some women in there, get some counselor, whatever the hell it takes to make these women feel comfortable about reporting their assault and getting these men who do these evil things into fucking prison. Because that's where they belong. If you don't report, if you don't call the cops, these men go free. These rapists. But you got to have proof. And that's where the trick is. How can you prove something that happens in a room with only two people? It's very, very difficult. And I understand the frustration of some women who have been attacked. But I was there and he did this to me. But where's the proof? Understand, there's no witnesses. There's nothing. It's your word against his. And thus why some people recommend that you don't do these things with random strangers. But then that's interpreted as oppression of women. So what is it? You want to take the chance that some rando you pick up at 2 o'clock in the morning is going to be evil and do bad things to you? I fucking wouldn't. I would say, no, thank you. No. But see, there's this thought process where women can do anything they want. And if bad things happen, she should just be able to point a finger and accuse, and that man goes away. It's not the way the system works. I'm sorry. I want everyone who rapes a woman to go to fucking prison. But if you don't report it, they cannot be sent to prison. It's really that simple. I mean, we're on the side of women here. We don't want you to be abused like that. But you got to consider all the steps, all the options that you took to get to the point where you're alone in a room with a guy you don't know. I am sorry. You don't like responsibility. You don't like accountability. Okay, but I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do about that. We cannot be in the room with you 24/7. We can't put a cop at the door. We can't put her in the room with you and say, okay, I'm going to supervise this sex. It doesn't work that way. You got to make smarter decisions. Sure, it's fun to get banged by the bass player, especially when he's ginger-haired like a hamster at the bar. I'm sure it's fun, it's great, and blah, blah, blah. In the morning you wake up and everybody regrets everything. I get it. But if you're going to accuse someone of rape, you better goddamn have some proof. That's all I'm saying. I want to eliminate it. I want 0 rapes. But if you don't report, if you don't take the time and go through whatever trauma you believe is going to happen to report this to the police, go through the court process, get this guy convicted and in jail, the rapist is going to go free to rape other women. Do you want that? Why do you want to perpetuate the rape culture? You don't. So as hard as it might be, you got to call. Got to make the call. Not to the campus rape survival place. The fucking police. That's what you have to do if this kind of shit happens to you. You're going to be supported by everyone. Nobody wants to deal with someone who rapes women. I guarantee you. Back in the Western days, you know what happened to these guys that were accused or even convicted of that? You know what happened. These men belong in prison. And if you don't call the police, they're never going to get there. Anyway, that's my rant. Go ahead.
I think for me, it comes from the misogynistic idea that a lot of women just lie because they're Jezebels and
No. The lying part was the Me Too. And the lying part was the Title IX in college campuses. Totally different things. Let's separate them out. A woman who is attacked and brutalized like this, 1,000% of the country wants her to get justice and wants this scumbag sent to prison. I will guarantee you that. When you get to Me Too and you get to Title IX, all a woman has to do is point a finger. And that man's life is ruined, whether anything happened or not. Do you see the difference? You see the subtlety although it's not subtle. You get it? Call law enforcement. This guy did something to me. They do the thing and they get him in prison. On campus, all you've got to do is say, I regret, I had a drink, I had this, and this guy goes away. Now, the other thing about this Title IX shit, that man is not going to prison. That guy's going to get kicked off campus and go to another school. Now, if he's truly an evil rapist, that man will not be punished and he'll be free to rape again. Are we on the same page? Let me just sum it up in these words. No one wants to see women get raped. We want to see the rapists get in prison legally as fast as fucking possible. Go on.
Like we're just like tricksters for some reason. Like a lot of people, specifically men, think like, oh, well, they're just saying it to get fame or fortune or whatever. And I'm like, can you name one of the people that Bill Cosby assaulted?
You mean the women that allegedly consented to take drugs, Quaaludes, I believe, and have sex with Bill Cosby? They consented to taking the drugs. Do we see any difference between that and a guy coming out of the fucking bushes and raping you? No? Well, I bet that's why we have such a conflated fuck. A conflated fucking clusterfuck. If you agree to get drugged and you want to have sex with a dude, it's not rape. You get it? No, of course not.
No. My initial, similar to you, is just like, yes, like I want to hear what this woman has to say.
Yep.
Because I've been lied to way more by men in my life than by women.
Wow, okay. All right.
Canceling men is necessary for progress.
Well, this will be fun. Of course it is. The pie is fixed. So if you want to be CEO, you got to kick someone out that isn't a woman. Do you get it? No, of course not.
Go fast.
Right.
Or go slow.
That's a big ass unit there. Thought about buying one, actually. Might be fun. Banana, they might be victims, but you ain't. Okay. Yeah. They're Singletown Bachelor is here. Watch your latest video. Oh, you have a video? You have a channel? MGTOW Outlaw. We might have to go there. Is it any good? Or is it pathetic like this fucking place? Good to see y'all, guys. I'm just fucking with you. So we might go there after this one. All right, let's go do the rest of the video here. The question was, do men need to be eliminated for progress?
I feel like it's a double-edged sword. I'm not necessarily pro-cancel culture, but I'm pro-holding people accountable. But
Okay, good. Yes.
I feel like with canceling men, I feel like we saw this a lot with Andrew Tate. It was really good that we were bringing attention to it, and women saw how much of a scumbag he was.
Well, here's the deal, though. If I might add a comment, women, if you don't like Andrew Tate, you don't like Roosh, you don't like Undead Chronic, don't watch their channel. Pretty simple. Just don't go to undeadchronic.com/unit14, PayPal, whatever the fuck he's doing now. I'm kidding. Don't watch their channel. Don't watch it. You don't like what the Hamster has to say. You do not have to be here. There are millions of other YouTube channels you could be watching. So if you don't like something I say, fine. That, hey, have a day. We disagree. Go do something. Watch some cat videos. But why is it that Andrew Tate, for example, or Richard Cooper, or Donovan Sharp, or Undead Chronic, or Hammerhand, why is it the very existence of these places, these YouTube channels that talk about stuff that you don't like, why do you have to cancel them? Why can't you just go somewhere else? I wonder. I'm starting to see a pattern here. I wonder if some of this information they don't want to be released to the general public. Oh, he's evil. He's a toxic man. He's blah, 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 blah. Dude, don't listen. It's not a problem with a band. You don't like Boston, for example, somebody brought up the other day, or whatever, Monster Magnet. Well, don't listen to them. Do you believe bands that you don't like should be banned, canceled? What sense does that make? There's a lot of women out here. They're feminists, and they have their own piece, and they say what they want to say. I don't want them banned. Of course not. If there's some Nazis out here, I don't want them banned. Because normal thinking people can look at these channels and say, these guys are fucking crazy, and debunk their bullshit. Now, I wonder why a lot of feminists want to cancel Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, Ab and Preach. Why? Why not just debate him and say, no, you're wrong. Here's the way it is. Any ideas? Why wouldn't they want to have a debate? I think we know the answer.
I feel like a good amount of men did too, but at the same time, it became kind of like a joke. It became entertainment for men.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with like accountability for sure. I feel like canceling someone or canceling a singer or a rapper or whatever, just like not listening to their music or not supporting them.
Bingo. I agree with you 100%. If you don't like what they're saying or what they're doing, they're singing, they're doing rap beats or, whatever, don't listen to them. Easy. Easy peasy. Don't go to their channels. Don't go to the Incel Grandpa's Hammerhand channel. If you don't like what he has to say, then don't listen to him. But Hamster, you're here with, I'm not disagreeing with Jubilee. I'm just reviewing their video. If I completely disagree with Jubilee, do I want them to be canceled? Let me say it nicely. Fuck no. No. That's ridiculous. I don't want Andrew Tate to be canceled. I don't want Courtney Ryan to be... No cancel. I don't want Kanye West to be canceled. If you don't like his shit, don't listen to him. It's very simple. It's easy. There's a search button right on the top of your freaking thing. Look up something else. That's not enough. It's not enough for these people. But you guys know that.
But like men as a system, that's like not possible. They hold the power. So like,
yeah, we hold the power, right? Yeah. Who is in? Who's the CEO of YouTube? Who's the COO of Facebook? Who's the XYZ of Twitter? Soon to be Elon Musk. Who are these people? Are they all evil white men? Are they? Let's see. We just knocked off Facebook and we knocked off Twitter. We knocked off YouTube. They're not evil white men. Allegedly, they're minorities who don't have any power, yet they're in charge of some of the biggest companies in the world. Do you see the contradiction in what you just said? No.
not engaging with them isn't going to like progress us any further. We have to engage with them to progress further.
You need to be able to converse with the issue.
Here's the thing though, where are we progressing? What is the goal? That's what I would say about the folks in red here, I guess. What's the goal? Where are we progressing to? Because I can go out in my backyard right now. I've got a shovel. I could dig a hole. And then I could take the dirt that I dug out of the hole and put it back in. Is that progress? Well, it certainly is. We didn't have a hole before. Now we have a hole now. We progressed, didn't we? What does that mean to progress? Well, of course, it's a code word for fucking socialism. We all know that, don't we?
To have the issue fixed. Like, because if you like run to cancel someone, then they're going to be defensive and not learn anything from it. Like if somebody really and truly, I think, should be canceled, like fully, they should just be like convicted, like put behind bars. Like there is a crime, a real crime.
Donald Trump was canceled from Twitter. The president of the United States at the time was canceled from Twitter. You believe that? You didn't have to look at his fucking timeline. You didn't have to listen to anything he said. You could hate Donald Trump, and that's fine. It's your choice. They canceled him from Twitter. Why? Shouldn't everyone have a voice? Well, yes, except for him. He's an orange rat-haired bastard.
Sometimes jail doesn't even work because like
Am I right? Am I in the ballpark?
Bill Cosby's out of jail. Like he got out on a technicality. It's exactly. I don't trust the system.
Maybe he got out because it was bullshit. Is there a possibility it could be the other thing? Maybe they looked at it. It's like, how did they convict this guy? He's out of jail. Again, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. But the allegation is Cosby intentionally roofied these younger women, turns out, and had sex with them. Cosby's story is they wanted Quaaludes and they wanted to have sex. Which one do you believe? Now, apparently, the justice system in this country believed Cosby.
I as much as the example I'm currently always going back to is the Brock Turner case, because if he raped a girl and he got 6 months probation, served 3 of it, and the way I've seen cancel culture help in that case, I feel like sometimes cancel culture can step in where the law and our government and our judicial system fail.
Now, it's been a while since I heard about the Brock Turner case. Certainly seems like textbook, I did a bad thing last night and I don't want my daddy to find out, so I'm going to accuse this man of doing something bad. Now, there was a lot of other bullshit involved. He was trying to fuck the girl at a garbage dump, and yes, that's a wrong thing to do. Not saying he's completely innocent, but can we just give a little bit of accountability, just a little bit of agency to the women? Oh, she was too drunk. I agree. She probably was. And I think men should not do that. I explained the situation not that long ago. Right? I've had chicks come over and they were sloppy and puking and all kinds of shit. It's like, dude, you got to go home. Oh, but I was just stay with you. Nope. No, let me get you a cab. Let's talk about it in the morning. That's what you do. And they're going to get pissed. Oh, my God, you didn't want. Oh, you're evil. And look, hey, dear, you were sloppy drunk. You were probably blind drunk. You couldn't even walk around. I'm not going to deal with that shit. If you want to go out now, you seem like a nice gal when you're sober. We'll go out. We'll do some fun stuff and whatever you want to do. But you come over to my house and you're fucking wasted. You're high. You're drinking mushrooms and whatever the fuck you do with the mushrooms. I don't know. I put them on a pizza, but other people have different ideas. Come to my house. No. It's not going to happen. You're getting a cab. You're getting a ride home. You're not staying here. Anyway, go ahead.
Abortion is murder, and I still support it.
Oh, boy. Here we go. A lot of blue.
I feel like it's a rude question in a way.
That's interesting. I didn't think of the phrasing of the question. I don't want to get flamed for this.
No, but
I have a rationale. Yeah.
There's 1 or 2 or 3 of these women or trans or whatever these people are. And that's fine. Only 3 of the 7 agree that abortion is murder. Okay.
Yeah. So I 100%, anybody that wants an abortion should have full access, no barriers, everything. I think, and I don't, I'm not even sure I agree with saying that it's murder.
Really? What's happening? Very simple question. What is happening when you have an abortion? Well, but it's not really human. Doesn't have a heartbeat. The brain isn't working yet, really. You fucking know what it is. It's a child. Stop the semantic bullshit. It's a kid. Maybe not fully developed, but you know goddamn good and well what you're doing. I'm sorry. Let's hear them because you know my opinion.
But I think that sometimes people talk about abortion very callously.
Agreed.
And ignore the like trauma that is associated with it, even if you have zero regrets, like it's the best decision you've ever made in your life. Women that I've, listened to and heard from and read, opinions from, it's still like a traumatic experience.
How could it not be? How could it not be a traumatic experience unless you're so calloused? You're so evil, almost demonic. You're going in to terminate a life, whether you believe it's a full life, a half life, or whatever the fuck life. That thing in your uterus is going to become a baby, and you are killing it. How could you not have some trauma? How is that possible?
I don't know. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but I think just the weight of it now has been lessened a little bit. I think that is shifting back again, though, because of the awful recent events. But I would say for the past 5 years or so,
5 years,
I've just heard it in my own community. It's tossed around lightly, and I don't necessarily think that it should be handled really lightly.
I would agree. Yes. I would prefer, despite our little video earlier with Joy Behar over in The View, I would prefer that men and women prevent. Do the birth control, do the thing, pull out, whatever, jack off in the corner, whatever the fuck you have to do. Just don't create that. Don't do that. Because abortion is a form of birth control in the United States and a lot of Western countries. It should not be a form of birth control. We were sold this bullshit back in the day. Oh, well, what if women don't want to have 8 kids and they're Mormons and all this shit? That's not what we're seeing today. Is it? No. We're seeing women who want to go out and ride the cock. I get it. It's fun. But when they fuck up and they get knocked up, they want to use that as birth control. Why not use birth control to begin with? But Hamster, it fails, it fails, it fails. I know. Well, that's the chance you take. 2 forms of birth control, IUD and rubber. Your chance of getting pregnant is about 1 in 4,000. Why not do that? Just to get rid of the trauma and all the bullshit and all these stupid arguments the politicians put out there. Just deal with it before it happens. Don't allow the bass player at 2 o'clock in the morning to raw dog you and blow his goo up in your thing. Don't do that. Make him wear a condom. Seems simple to me, but I guess I'm just not a woman, so I don't understand the nuance.
I agree with the latter half of the statement. I feel like it's if it were to be considered murder, I would still support it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What is it then if it's not? Well, how do you rationalize this? You've got a human being, potential human being, different DNA, different human. How can you say it's not murder? It's certainly canceling a life, isn't it? That is easily prevented. Take care of the issue prior to when you do the uglies. You know what I'm saying? Now, evil man like me, well, that's oppression of the women. They should be able to do whatever they want. They always want to say, my body, my choice. I control my own body. What the fuck? Why don't you do it then? Why don't you take precautions before you do the deed? I want to control my own body. Well, you can't control it. You have proven 70 million potential humans have been aborted over the last 50 years. You have proven you do not have control. Now, do I want to oppress women? Oppress? No, I'm just saying, just get your shit together. Just fucking work it out. Don't use or abortion as birth control. That's ridiculous. And the vast majority of Americans fucking believe that. But go on.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Then yeah, I would say
That
so.
changes it.
Because it's not. It's still, even if it is murder, it's not an easy choice. Like that makes it
Really? Is it not?
even more of a difficult conversation. It's like such a deeper thing.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be less of a deeper thing if you just took precautions? I'm an old-fashioned guy. I'm old. Here's an idea. You want to engage in activity? Fucking take birth control and make him use a rubber. Yay. Problem solved. But nothing. There's no buts involved here. Well, maybe. That would prevent pregnancy. Oh my God, you're evil. You take care of yourself. You get the birth control, the IUD, the pill, the fucking whatever, shoot some shit up in there, whatever. He puts a condom on. The problem is not even created in the first place. That seems to me like a fucking easier problem to deal with. It's very easy to deal with the problem when the problem never happens. Call me a fucking crazy man.
This question is actually making me really emotional because I just gave birth in February, and I love my son. He's like my world. But
Guitarathon is
Great.
happening right now. Only
Great
at
commercial
Guitar Center.
placement, Guitar Center. Way to fucking go.
The stronger, lasts
Jesus
longer.
Christ.
Energizer Max.
Okay.
When I touch your hand, thank you. I recently thought I was pregnant again. And, I'm not in a position to have another baby right now. Any baby I've been going to keep, but I knew if I was pregnant this one, I wouldn't have been able to keep. So, and I just know, like some people who I know, they wouldn't have understood it. So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing this.
And that's the reality, It's not like people are maliciously trying to, you know what I mean? It's like it's a choice, and am I going to be able to provide for myself and my already born child?
Now, the last woman, if you don't get choked up over that, man, I'm telling you. Wow.
Or, is this going to be healthy for my mental health? It's not like you are maliciously trying to destroy a clump of cells. It's your life, and that matters more than, in my opinion, than any kind of potential baby.
Absolutely.
Then take care of your own shit. Control your body. Deal with it. Now, I might have known, I do know a lot of women that, have been involved with friends and otherwise. Maybe they haven't told me, but most of those women have never had an abortion because they dealt with their own shit. Accountability, responsibility. That's what you got to do. That's what adults do. And we hear all the time, don't we? Men, when they're 18, they're actually only 13 because they're losers. And really? What about 25-year-old women who can't figure out to take a fucking pill every day? What are we supposed to think about that? Just saying.
I feel like because of this, of the dissolve of Roe v. Wade, like, I feel like I don't even want to try to have kids anymore. Like they're doing the opposite thing to us. There are so many women who want to try, but we've heard the stories of women who have miscarriages and go in and try to get seen by a doctor and say, we can't do that, so we call your lawyer.
That's propaganda. That's bullshit. Dear, it's bullshit. Spell it with me. Bullshit. It's not happening. Not in the United States. Not even in Texas. That's not happening. You're listening to too much MSN, whatever.
And I have so many health issues. I have endometriosis. I have PCOS. Like I have everything under the female sun that could exist. Right. I could very easily carry a pregnancy that's not good.
So, dear Mabel, here would be an idea. Maybe we can talk about. Now, you might want to talk about it with your doctor or a therapist or whatever. Protect yourself from getting pregnant. Make him use a condom, you be on the pill, the sponge, the juice, whatever the fuck they throw up in the vagina. That would be the advice I'd give you. I understand you've got problems. If you have a kid, it could be detrimental to you. Okay, let's prevent the child. Get the pills, get the Depo-Provera, put it in there and do it. Or I can tell you about one thing that will absolutely guarantee you will never get pregnant. But you don't want to hear that, do you?
Yeah. I could very easily die from ectopic pregnancy. And
a lot of women suffer from that. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So which laws in which states prevent a woman from getting that taken care of? I would like to know. Which states prevent women who have an ectopic, what is it called? Ectopic pregnancy. I guess the fetus starts growing in the fallopian tubes. Which state is preventing a woman from getting that handled so she can live? Tell me which one. I want to know. Go ahead.
And the fear that if for one day this expanded and reached where I live, I could die, and it's so scary.
Or you can use birth control and not get pregnant in the first place. I'm sorry. I'm sick of this bullshit. Oh, well, if this happened and that happened, use birth control. Control your fucking body. Stop with this bullshit. If you know you've got all this shit that could potentially happen, don't fucking do it. Do anal. Do anything. It's not that difficult. See, this is where I think some of these ladies lose the fucking discussion. If you know you've got all this shit and you got ACOS on your skin, you got all, then take precautions. Do a little heavy petting, not the actual intercourse. Come on. You can make your man or your woman happy, whatever your thing is. I don't care. Do something else is my point.
And it deters women like me who are on the fence from even wanting to have kids.
The future isn't female.
That was a bit dark, wasn't it? Oh, well, whatever. I have 6 beers left. We're going in hard, hot. Future isn't female. All right.
As much as I want to fight for it, I see this misogyny in my brothers.
Misogyny in the brothers. Okay. Misogyny, where? Point out an example. Would you mind? Give us something to work with. Give us an example. Let us look at it and let's see if we can do something about it. I'm guessing you don't have an example, Mabel. I mean, most of the guys here in this chat, we want to help. You got problems. We're going to take care of that. We'll do what we can. That's not what you're talking about. Go ahead.
And, my father even told me when I was in high school, I asked him, I said, do you think men are superior to women? And he said, yeah, to my face.
Okay. Well, maybe he was a misogynist fucking bastard. You don't live anymore with your dad, do you? You live in 2022, current year. I have no question that maybe your dad was a fucking sexist years ago. You should talk to my father if you want to hear you don't even want to know. It takes a while for these people to die out. And it seems to me there was a lot of expectations that everything would be fixed like that. It doesn't work that way. Sure, we had women coming into the, workplace, whatever. They get offended by some titty calendar over there. Do they understand that for the last million years, men have had titty calendars? The woman objected, I'm offended, but they would take it down and put it in their, that was it. You can't expect everything to fucking be perfect on day one. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm his eldest daughter, his only daughter,
Okay.
So that hurts. And to see that, it puts a really gray tone over the world for you.
Maybe you had a shitty father. Have you ever considered? Maybe he was a bad person. I don't know. Maybe he was joking. You didn't give us any context or nuance, did you? But of course you won't, because then the story doesn't hold water. I know.
I guess I'm super radical, and I'm like, just end all of this stuff. Like,
which stuff would you like to end? Let's have a discussion. Which stuff would you like to end? Which stuff do you not agree with? Which should we take care of and abort it? Which? What is it? Tell us. We would like to know. We men in this chat and women in this chat. Okay. What's the problem? Let's see what we can do about it. You're not going to mention a goddamn thing, are you? This nebulous fucking fog of sexism. Well, of course, we got to end this. Well, what are we going to do? Got to end what? And where are we going to go from there? I would be curious to know. Maybe you have a plan. Maybe you should share it with us. Wouldn't that be fun? I think so.
And so I feel like feminism is for the time being. I want to end gender as a whole, because I think it's binding. And
okay, Simone, we get it. You're non-binary. That's fine. You're an adult. Nobody cares here. Nobody in this chat is saying you shouldn't be that. Nobody. You want to be non-binary and trans? Good for you. I think most people hope it works out for you. Not slamming you. Despite what you believe is going on. Oh my God, these people hate me. No. And I think the fact that there's no hate really confuses these people. They don't have any problem with that. You want to be trans, LGBT, whatever. Fine. Welcome to the community. Good for you. They cannot handle that. Why? Because they've been pre-programmed and inculcated with bullshit. That a man like the hamster, I just hate people who are trans. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's all very clever. It's all been conflated. So an 18-year-old man, woman, whatever, wants to be trans. No one has a problem with that. No one. Zero. No one out here that's going to say a goddamn thing. You want to do your thing, you go do your thing. God bless you. So let's conflate that with children who are 5 years old. Well, now we're going to have a fucking problem. But it's all the same thing, isn't it? Yes.
It's oppressive. So I feel like the future is neither female nor male.
I don't know. I do
it.
like the concept of gender because to some degree, it is not who we are as a whole, but it does make us. I like identifying as a woman. And also I'll challenge that by saying who are going to be the ones to be the voices for queer people and non-binaries because it's not going to be cis hetero men.
That's true. Yeah.
Maybe you should not discount cis hetero men. Maybe you've been sold a lie to a big pile of bullshit. Maybe you've been lied to. Have you thought about that? Even a little.
Going to be women.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to have you put your masks back on.
Okay, masks are on. Okay. Height.
Thank you so much.
And here the folks are. There's women, there's trans people. No one cares. If you're an adult, we want you to be happy with whatever you do. We want all the bullshit out of the way. If there's some hurdles in your... Yes, let's take care of that. That's not where we're at. We know this. People, come on now. You start talking about children, you get Mama Bear and Daddy Bear. You get the bears coming in. They're like, no, you're not doing this drag show shit. That's an attack against trans people. No, it's not. It's to protect the children. But why do children can be 5 years old? Fuck you. Here's an idea. Fuck you. If you're 18, you want to be trans or LGBT, mafia, but that's fine. Nobody cares. Good for you. No one is going to object if you're an adult and you want to do your thing. The problem that we have, and it's not just conservative, it's not just radical fucking Nazis. It's normies, regular people, Democrats, Republicans saying, what the fuck is going on here? No one has an objection to you as a damn adult to do what you want with your life. Nobody. But keep believing whatever you think you're going to believe because it's not true. But go on. Who 346 is here again? Hello. Robert Anderson. I wasn't trying to protect Riggs. No, I want him to burn in hell and die. I know. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to go drink some beer. I got to do some laundry. You guys, Bananas here again, and Stone Reaper, Who 346, all you guys, appreciate it. Ascetic Zeta is in the building as well. So, good fun. I put the link in the description of the channel if you want to go look at this thing. Not sure what they were trying to accomplish, though. Wouldn't you expect a face reveal at the end? But I do feel bad about some of these women that were abused. I mean, that's horrible. It's horrible stuff. Anyway, you guys have a good night. I will talk to you next time from Florida. We'll see you. Bye.